Well, hello and welcome to Outdoor Oklahoma. I'm Todd Craighead. Monarch butterflies are an incredible but often overlooked part of Oklahoma's wildlife landscape. Today, biologists and volunteers are capturing and tagging monarchs as an important component of their ongoing research. At the peak of the migration season, monarchs can travel as much as 200 miles a day, many going as far as 2,000 total miles a year. In fact, tagged monarchs from here at Hackberry Flat WMA have been found in central Mexico. How cool is that? Just another reason to love Oklahoma and the adventures that await you. Over the years, my truck has made some cameo appearances on Outdoor Oklahoma, but I've never taken the time to really show you exactly how I've kind of personalized this to my own needs. So come take a look. It's my deer camp on wheels. Yeah, I could have bought an RV or some type of trailer, but that wouldn't have been near as fun. To start out with, years ago, like maybe 12 years ago, I had the idea of building in a false floor in the truck bed and then building out some actual drawers for storage space. And there's companies out there that make these, but I thought I could do it myself a whole lot cheaper and kind of suit my own needs as I went. So this is my homemade version. Now, to start out with, one of the things that I needed to accomplish was how I could get these drawers out without it really being extremely difficult. So I made little casters, inline casters that are inset that actually roll on the plywood in the bottom of the bed. I put a regular old Coleman cot in here, and I decided that storage underneath the cot was a lot of wasted, unutilized space. So I made a little drawer door with a magnet here. And then this can hold things like my tackle bag, camping chair, little table, all kinds of different things I can stick in there. Now, even though I do have a lantern in there that's extremely bright, especially since the inside of the shell's white, sometimes that's a little too much, especially in the evening if I'm just watching a movie on my iPad. So I ordered off of Amazon a little battery operated set of LED strip lighting that I run around the top of the windows, which at night gives me plenty of light without just blinding me with a big bright lantern. So one of the great things about this build is that I've got all kinds of power back here too. I put a great big boat battery in a flip up little lid that allows me to have 2 USB ports and 2 12 volts. And this little switch, boom, is lights that run up here to the top of the hatch. Those little things were cheap, but man, that lights this whole area up at night. It's just perfect. Now, it's not just running on that battery. I've actually got a solar panel on the top of the cab, and that is essentially keeping this boat battery charged up. The solar panel keeps the battery charged. The battery provides me all this power back here. This is another one of my favorite parts of this whole system. Pretty self-explanatory, but this is how I sight in rifles each year before deer season. I've got my own built-in bench rest.
Remember your safety. And don't put your finger on the trigger till you're ready to fire. Anytime.
So one lesson I learned early on this build was that I don't have any business trying to climb in and out over the tailgate, especially at my age and when you have to get up several times in the middle of the night. So I fixed up a way that's a lot safer and actually a lot quieter too. Sometimes when I'm deer hunting, I don't want to make a whole lot of noise in the middle of the night where I'm hunting. So I got a rope, I bent up a bungee cord hook, drilled a hole right through there, and this is my pull rope once I'm inside to pull the tailgate closed. So I did get a topper on this truck that's a little bit higher than the cab. The last truck that I had this built in was, the cab was, or the shell was as high as the cab, which really didn't give me much headroom at all. So I upgraded to a little bit higher of a cap, and I can even sit on a little seat here now pretty comfortably. Now, one of my bigger problems is being able to reach stuff when I'm in here without it being a whole lot of effort. So my buddy and I made a little type of adaptive tool that I can use, that I can reach things with it from in here, that I can literally even turn on my lantern. I could even, when it's time for house shoes, I've got those with a string on them. I can move my house shoe around to me, or reach clothes underneath here in the shelf. But it makes everything accessible from sitting in one spot, so I'm not constantly moving around in here trying to reach stuff or get to things. So the more I use this setup, the more little extra amenities that I find out that I could really benefit from. And one of those was repurposing a phone magnet holder that you would have in a vehicle. You know, these are very popular nowadays, the magnet, but boop, it sits right there so that when I'm in bed, I can be looking at the phone or easily get to it in the dark when the alarm goes off. I also have my phone charger cord that's plugged in way at the front down there on a big long cord that's underneath the cot and comes right here, that I can charge my phone off of solar power. One of my more fun, creative ideas was how to open that tailgate from inside without sliding out myself onto the floor, which I've actually done. So I made a little string that's on a hook that goes down to the tailgate, and to open it up, I just pull, and voila, it's open. So this may be more elaborate than what you would ever need, or you might even think of your own additional things that you could do to a truck camping bed. But this thing saves me a lot of time. It saves me gas because I'm not going back and forth hunting every single day. I can camp and hunt right on location. And really, honestly, for me, it's just perfect. In 2019, the Wildlife Department unveiled a brand new archery program for public schools. The Varsity Archery program was birthed out of a need to provide high schoolers a more advanced opportunity beyond the incredibly successful Oklahoma National Archery in the Schools program. Our education coordinators worked hand in hand with industry leaders to create a pilot program. 35 Oklahoma schools, with a total of just over 500 high schoolers, were invited to be a part of the first year. And the first state shoot in 2020 that included Varsity Archery was a huge success.
I was a National Archery Schools coordinator for 2 different states, and we always had coaches asking us, how do we take the kids to the next steps? How do we teach them how to learn this equipment without them having to go out and purchase a lot of equipment on their own initially and they not understanding how it fits or buying the wrong equipment. So Dale Morrell from Morrell Targets and I were talking about that a long time ago, and he decided he had an idea to come up with a system that was just as universal as a Genesis bow, but was going to give these kids the next step, what they needed to learn. NASP's a great program, takes them so far, but they're hungry for more. And if we can give them more information, it'll make them better archers and help convert them to target archers and hunters out there in the field.
We're really fortunate to be able to see both sides of the fence and talk to the dealers and then the coordinators, and kind of over the years we've kind of come to realize that maybe that we need to do something to step up and try to take the kids on further with their archery experience.
And we chose the Gen X because of the poundage rating on that bow, and it actually has a draw stop capability too as well. So it allows a student to learn in the classroom and actually on a bow that could be legal to go out in the field and go hunting with. So what we tried to do is make this bow as easy to use as a bare Genesis bow. So we've eliminated the need to change modules and draw length. We eliminated the need to move peep sights up and down. The fitting tools allow an archer to practice before they actually put a bow in their hand with the release. And we try to make everything non-tool adjustable. So the only thing you need a wrench for is the limb bolts for the poundage. Everything else you can do by hand. So it makes it really easy in that classroom environment for a teacher to change bow between students. And the other thing we did with that is everything is recordable. So every thing that you need to fit the bow has a number on it. So that once you fitted it one time to a student, they know their 6-digit code and they're able to grab any bow off the rack and go out and use that and fit it to themselves.
My brother, he started working on it, and he developed a whole system with a bow and a sight and release and everything that makes it universal. One bow will fit everybody. And so what it does is give a teacher an advantage where they don't have to try to move peep sights and set up bows like a professional archer would be set up. But the way the equipment is set up, it makes it universal for everybody. It's really easy. It's a 6-digit code. Once we establish a 6-digit code, that kid has it for life or until he grows the bow. And it's really easy. We use it in several different programs.
Well, you guys asked us to help you design a target that was a little simulated more of a hunting situation. And any other shoot that you go out to in the world, not everybody's shooting at the exact same bullseye, so you're not putting that many arrows into that bullseye. So we helped you develop a target where each archer is shooting at their own turkey down there. And as you'll notice, the scoring rings are there, but they're very difficult to see at distance. And we're trying to do that on purpose to help you simulate more of a hunting situation, to teach the kids where to aim. If they are out in the field hunting turkeys, they're going to have a better idea of where to aim to harvest that turkey. There is a decline in hunting and fishing, and it's mostly due to, I think, opportunity and knowledge. And so in these urban environments, the kids don't get that exposure to this. So this not only exposes them to archery, but we start moving them down that path and start exposing them to hunting and target archery and all those things that they're going to want to do out there. So that was our ultimate goal, is basically, bottom line, create hunters and archers. I mean, once they learn the basic skills, NAS takes them in the real basic shooting skills, and we're teaching them the sight, rest, and release. And we want to move those along to collegiate programs, to the local archery shop, to the local JOAD clubs, field archery association shoots, They need to be involved with the other parts of the community and seek out other coaches and other shooting opportunities. They're out there. If they do a little looking for them, they'll find a lot of other shooting opportunities out there for them. And this is a lifelong sport. Yeah. They can do this, you know, I'm 60, they're in the 4th grade and they can do this forever.
Oklahoma is going to lead the United States, I think, in the program, and but it's just something that trains these kids to have something to hunt with or to shoot 3D tournaments with. The bow we use now goes up to 40 pounds, and from 25 to 40 pounds, so that gives the kids the advantage to find a mentor and go out and have them to take them into the woods, and hopefully that's what it accomplished, you know. And on the flip side of the coin is it'll stimulate the economy for the archery industry as a whole. You know, it's not necessarily about morel targets, it is for the bow companies, the sight companies, the stabilizer companies. Everybody in the industry should benefit from it. In the long run of the thing, it should be a great program for archery in general.
John, I certainly appreciate you inviting me up here for bow fishing. This is definitely the right time of year, but now this is going to be something a little different. Grass carp, you say?
Grass carp, Neil. These fish escaped the pond up here, and now in this little stream, and they need to be got out of here before they get in any of our public water systems.
Ah, this is fantastic. Just a nice little overgrown. It's clear enough you can see down here pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The dam's up there, and they came out when it flooded. Huh?
Right, that's right. They came out when they went over the overflow, when they got excess rains, and then got down this little creek channel, and then they wound up staying right here in this little pool area.
Yeah, I think I can see one in there right now. I better get ready.
Yeah, these are some nice fish. These fish will go somewhere close to 10, 20 pounds apiece.
Oh, good.
In the early 80s, Oklahoma legalized grass carp for private use in farm ponds for vegetation control. They're vegetation eaters, and a lot of ponds get choked with vegetation.
Oh, I think I see one there right now.
Okay, Neil, try for him. You got him.
Oh, man, he went under that log. Let's see if I can get him. Boy, they do fight good.
Yeah, they do.
There must be a bunch. Look at all the mud stirred up in there. Let's see if I can get him up from under that log.
Yeah, you got him.
Oh.
Let me help you.
Oh, golly, what a fighter. Oh, he's getting all tangled around there. Boy, now I've got some tennis shoes in there. He's just going to go in there barefooted, huh?
Yeah, country boys, Neil.
He's still got a lot of, whoa! He's still got a lot of fight in him. See, he swam underneath that thing.
Okay. Try to retrieve your fish.
Okay. Oh, nice fish.
I still can't figure out why you shot the pup.
Well, I don't know. He's not bad. Whoops, watch that point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Golly. Nice one. Now, you say these are real good eating?
Oh, yeah.
I shot him just a little far back.
They're particularly good smoked.
John, I found a spot over here that looks pretty good where I think I can see him.
Okay. Yeah, that glare's vicious today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there one right there.
I've got these Polaroids on. If I can shoot around this wire, I don't know.
Yeah, we got a big fish working up in here, Neil, somewhere. There he swirled, see him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There goes one right now, back there.
Hey, got him.
Who's got who?
Oh man, this brush makes it especially challenging. Ah, good. Oh yeah, I think he is nicer one. I don't get tangled up in this. Boy, those are nice fish. And you say they're good eating?
Oh yeah, real good eating.
Oh yeah, beautiful. That's great. You know, maybe we ought to let Steve Weber, the cameraman, try a shot or two at this. I don't know whether he's ever shot a fish with a bow.
Might be good. There goes a big one up above, Neil.
Ooh, get him. Good, you got him. Excellent. Nice shot.
Almost shot over him.
Great. That away. Whoops, now he's getting caught in that, that notch. Oh, good one. Yeah.
I think you got me beat.
Well, but I noticed a jet flew over in honor of you getting that grass carp.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest one yet.
Yeah.
John, I think Neil probably shot all the fish in this little hole here. But it's probably about time to move on. We've got some other projects we need to get done, but I sure want to thank you for the lesson in grass carpology.
You bet, Steve. We still got to dress those. You're not getting off that easy.
People that shot him have to dress him, right?
I think that would only be right.
Well, we hope today's stories remind you that Oklahoma is such a perfect place to explore. So however you choose to enjoy our incredible natural world, remember that your adventure starts with Outdoor Oklahoma.
That was cool.
Wow. Outdoor Oklahoma is produced by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation and is proud to serve and be funded entirely by sportsmen and women and outdoor enthusiasts who love and appreciate all things wild in the great state of Oklahoma.